Let me clear the layer.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Brookfield East High School here for WIAA Boys Basketball on Zaleski Sports. We got a Greater Metro Showdown here tonight. A big one, and especially big one for point guard Jake Hansen on Tosa West, who is 13 points away from the school's all-time scoring record. Glad you guys could join us here tonight. Elijah Vinks-Lott alongside Matt Peck. This is going to be a really great game tonight here. 2 minutes before the tip-off here, we're going to read a little bit about both teams coming into it. Tosa West comes in at 10-4, 6-2 on conference. And Brookfield East coming in at 10-5, 6-2 in conference. So this is a really interesting conference bout right now. Both teams 6-2, a three-way tie. Three-way tie for conference between Tosa West, Brookfield East, and Germantown, with Dan Wandry's squad 7-2 sitting on top of the Greater Metro. That's been something to say early on. This has been a really tough conference to win. But both teams, I'm going to read a little bit about their schedule, starting with the home team, Brookfield East. They've had a little bit of a tough skid lately. They lost on a buzzer beater their last game against West Dallas Central, 67-55. And then they lost to Racine Park at the Luke Holman Showcase, 60-45. But all their losses for Brookfield East are good losses. I don't want to say losses are good, but look, all the 5 losses for Joe Rux's team were Wauwatosa West once already. This is the final time they meet. Sun Prairie East, Germantown, Racine Park, and West Dallas Central. That's a very eye-appealing kind of schedule right there for Joe Rux, but he's had string a lot of great wins, and you got to give him credit this season so far with how he's done. Meanwhile, on the other end for the visiting Wauwatosa West, they've had a really great year, 10-4. Their 4 losses coming to Germantown, De Pere, Edgerton, and Brookfield Central. Another good list there. But we're about to get set for the national anthem coming up, and then we'll come with you with starting lineups after this on Zaleski Sports.
Brookfield East would like to salute all those who are serving, who have served in the armed forces. For all veterans, past and present, we thank you for your service. To honor America and those defending our freedom, please stand for the playing of our national anthem, performed tonight by the Brookfield East High School Spartan Band.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, we're back right now with the starting lineups for both teams, starting with the visiting Tosa West Trojans. We're head coached by Chris Neubauer, starting with number 3 Max Gogan, who's a sophomore guard. At the other guard, number 4, DJ Hennings, who's a junior on the team, standing 5'9". Number 5, Jake Hansen, who's 13 points away from the all-time scoring record, who's a senior, captain for this team, guard. The 2 forwards for Chris Neubauer's team, number 21, Matthew Klosky, a junior, and Jalen Brown, a sophomore, one of the scoring phenoms for the Wauwatosa West Trojans. Meanwhile, on the other end, for Joe Rux's Brookfield East Spartans, they got number 2, TJ Platts, who's a junior, guard. Zeke Sowell, number 3, junior. Number 4, Matt Renicky, who's a senior. Number 21, Carter Manti, who's a junior. And number 25, Mason Kinney, who's a senior. So both teams coming into this game 6-2 in the conference, like I stated before. And Brookfield East 10-5 and Tosa West 10-4. Both teams ranked in our top 25 in our Zaleski Sports rankings, with Brookfield East being in Division 1 and Tosa West being in Division 2. Tosa West ranked number 15, Brookfield East being ranked number 24. Going to be a great game tonight, Matt Peck.
Yes, exciting. Always Greater Metro basketball. Always never disappoints. Just like that Germantown game, it started off a little rocky for Brookfield East, but just like that, we ended up in a 3-point game at the end. So somebody jumps out to a big lead here. I would expect that game to be pretty close towards the end. So it's going to definitely be an exciting one here tonight between both these squads. And like you said, a big night for Jake Hansen, possibly to 10. And we'll keep you a record alerted. Obviously, we don't have a graphic like most up north games do.
I got my scorebook ready for that. And they got on the Jumbotron, too, as right away off the tip, going up for a layup. Oh, off the front rim, no good for TJ Platts. They're going to reset it, though, with a rebound for Mason Kinney. But expect this game to be high-flying. Both whoever wins this game could take over first place in the conference tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely a big one. Tosa West, obviously, I think so far a little bit on the upper hand this year. But, you know, both teams, Brookfield East, like I mentioned a lot last game we saw them, they're a lot better of a team from a year ago.
Max Gogan for 3 to get us started tonight. Max Gogan, the youngest, one of the youngest guys on this Tosa West Trojans team, who had a sophomore. Tosa West going a little bit more small ball now this year without senior phenom Kai Rogers, who's at a prep school now. Mason Kinney getting a lot of early rebounds off the glass here. A Carter Manti gets the first points of the night for the Spartans on Joe Rux's side.
Good possessions from both teams to start here. Brookfield East held the ball. They were able to get an open shot and able to go up with it. Obviously, Tosa West found the 3 in the corner early on. So good possessions to start for both teams here.
Matthew Klosky going up and going strong with the and one. He'll get a chance. Mason Kinney will get called for the foul. So quick 2 points for Matthew Klosky and a 5-2 advantage for the Tosa West Trojans. You got to figure there's a lot of pressure going on right now in the mind of Jake Hansen, only 13 points away from the career all-time scoring record.
Lane violation. Oh.
You're gonna probably see him get a lot of shots up tonight, huh? Try to get that. Only needs 12 to tie, 13 to make the all-time record. So on the other end now, Brookfield East trying to play spoiler tonight. Tosa West beat them in a nail-biter their first matchup, 81-676 as TJ Platts gets a bucket that time. Now Jalen Brown will take it up the floor. Brown being heavily guarded right now by Matt Renicky. Gonna find it in the paint to Klosky. And the foul's gonna be on the ground. TJ Platts' first foul. Tosa West doing a really good job getting anybody open in the scoring right now. Jake Hansen gonna get an off-ball screen tipped away and out of bounds. It stays inbound that time. Zeke Saul tipping it. Could have been a really good open look for Hansen for 3 as Klosky steps into the mid-range, just a little bit short that time as Platts controls the tap. Over the other side, TJ Platts. Swing it over to Carter Manti. Mason Kinney trying to control the flow here. A lot of guys moving around. Good defense right now from Tosa West.
Yeah, early on. Tosa West showing some pretty good hardcore defense here. Spreading the floor. Obviously, Brookfield East with 4 points, but that came after a while passing the ball around, like what you're seeing right now.
Carter Manti, yeah, they're just moving the ball around right now. No shot clock. That's a big factor here. Mason Kinney gets an open look. Jalen Brown going to let him shoot it, or Matthew Klosky, pardon me on that. Jake Hansen going to take it up now. He's going to get his first shot of the night, and it goes.
Oh, boy.
10 away from the school record now. Jake Hansen with his first triple of the night. 8-4 lead for Tosa West.
A lot of parents, I'm sure, are aware of the record here.
Oh, going up strong that time, Mason Kinney. Yeah, a lot of parents are definitely aware of that, right? And, you know, they probably got signs ready for that as well.
I would assume. But you never know.
Mason Kinney, that was on the bucket that time. Going to take it on the other end. Jake Hansen getting the ball out at the top of the key. He's going to drive in, trying to go up strong, try to draw the foul, doesn't get it. Great defense that time from Zeke Sawall and Matt Renicky. Platts over to Kinney. Got that big 6'6" frame on him. Tosa West fans wanted to travel.
Yeah, I mean, the feet moved a little bit. That's why they were calling for a travel, but it was close.
TJ Platts, a triple, no good off the front rim. Hansen with the rebound. Hansen swinging it around. Oh, what a drive-by, but blocked that time from Kinney. DJ Hennings on the other end. Offensive foul called. Who's this on? Zeke Sawall will be called with the foul. That's 3 team fouls on Brookfield East early on. None yet for the Tosa West Trojans. Jalen Brown on the drive. Oh, my goodness. Couple big rejections early on from Mason Kinney. Kind of reminds me of a guy that Brookfield Central has, Henry Grutzmacher.
Yeah.
Just using his size and being up strong. We'll see. Speaking of Brookfield Central, we'll see him tomorrow night at the Warhawk Invite at Germantown High School, Whitefish Bay, against Brookfield Central at, was it 4 p.m. tomorrow?
4:30, right around there.
Nothing's guaranteed to be on time, obviously, with
Not with
all the other games going on.
Don't ever guarantee anything at an invite
even here,
to be at time.
Even at any school. Tonight was family night for band. As I like the defensive connectivity right now from Brookfield East. Everybody communicating, trying to help each other out on some double teams. Hennings with a good find outside. Oh, fireball pass to Jalen Brown. That's going to be a foul on Brookfield East. Matt Reineke's first foul. So the Trojans will get the ball off the inbound. Good save that time from Mason Kinney over to Ronjay Horton Jr. for 2 to tie us up at 8. And Horton trying to channel his inner Jose Alvarado in the NBA, and he gets the defensive steal that time. Great awareness right there on the turnover. Kind of catching Tosa West off guard a little bit right there as Stephen Wright checks in for Jalen Brown now. Chris Neubauer a little bit frustrated with his decision right there. Oh yeah, he's really frustrated with him on the bench right now. You know, that's what good coaches do though. They try to discipline their players at some maximum.
You see it on the camera now.
Yeah. It's good discipline. He's only a sophomore too, and he's one of the elite scorers in the state, believe it or not. Kinney going up, and that's what he does best. Saying it with his chest. 4 points for Mason Kinney early on. And the first lead of the night for the Brookfield East Spartans. And right away, Chris Neubauer going to get ready to check Jalen Brown right back in. Just try to give him a little disciplined pep talk as Jake Hansen can't get that 3 to go. And stepping out of bounds that time is Matt Reineke. Owen Council checking in for Matt Reineke. And Jalen Brown checking in for Stephen Wright. Hanson going to get the ball off the inbound. Good defense right now.
He's going to want the ball as much as he can.
The mid-range jumper. Oh, off the bat. Couldn't get the roll that time. Rim said, oh, you can't get too close just yet to that record. 10 points away.
Close. He's getting
Jake
closer.
Hanson is from the all-time school career record. Career points record, I should say. Kinney in the paint. He's been doing this strong all night. Going to feed it out to the top of the key. Is true that time.
Huge basket for Brookfield East that
Owen
time.
Council getting the triple to go and a 5-point advantage. Tosa West looking a little bit disconnected on the offensive end right now early on. Hanson got to get another right corner look. No good. I think he's going to try. That was a really good look. He's going to try to get all the looks he can tonight to try to break his the school's all-time scoring record. But Brookfield East trying to play spoiler and try to beat him up here tonight. Rajay Horton going to feed it over to Zeke Saul on the paint, drawing the foul. First foul of the night. Jalen Brown's first foul of the night. First team foul for the Trojans.
Yeah, Brookfield East a little trying to take advantage here early on.
First free throw is good. Jake Hanson will take a little bit of a breather right now as Stephen Wright checking in for him. Max Scogan also checking in. First free throw is good from Wernicke. I think Chris Neubauer.
Is he still going at the same kid?
No, he's going at Hanson now. But I think he's just telling him, be yourself out there. I mean, he's getting the looks. He's just telling them eventually they'll fall. That's my guess of what he's probably saying to him.
I thought he was going at the same kid still.
That was Jalen Brown earlier because he wasn't paying attention on an inbound and a forced turnover. So Tosa West down by 7 right now. Jalen Brown.
Look at this defense by Brookfield East. Look at it. It's impressive here early on. That's for sure.
Face guarding him for sure. Ronjay Horton really getting up on Stephen Wright. Wright's going to drive in though, and he's going to get blocked by Kinney. That's the 4th block already for Kinney in the game. Ronjay can't get it to go. And Tosa West looking to go fast with some numbers. Klosky gets the floater to go. Matthew Klosky with 4. And Brookfield East looking to return the favor, going fast right away on the other end.
Yeah, Brookfield East, I like the game plan they're using. Just trying to go fast right away. Look at that. Oh.
Traveling called right there for Jalen Brown. And Chris Neubauer doesn't agree with that call at the ref. He's like, he just gave him that, like, that. Are you serious there?
It was close.
And
timeout.
Timeout. Chris Neubauer's going to challenge it. Nope, just kidding. There's no challenges on high school basketball.
All right, we'll be back.
10:05 left to go. More high school basketball coming your way.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
We're back here on Zaleski Sports, 15-10 lead. Number 24 ranked Brookfield Central leads on 15th ranked Tosa West. 10:05 left to go in the first half. Really great game with you here tonight in the Milwaukee area. Zeke Sawall going to feed it in the paint to Mason Kinney. He's been doing great all night in the paint. Oh, can't get the roll that time. Good defense that time from Jalen Brown, just keeping your hands up. That's what you got to do on a really tall frame. The 6'6" frame, of Mason Kinney. Tosa West looking to try to cut the deficit a little bit right now.
This Brook East defense looks a lot more tougher than we saw them against Germantown a week and a half ago.
Not giving them any great looks, but I tell you what, that was a good look. That was a really tough look, but a really great finish that time from Jalen Brown, his first bucket of the night. Back down to a one-possession game now. Sawwell getting heavy pressure, double team coming, good kick out.
Ooh.
Ronjay for three.
Oh, that's huge.
Ronjay Horton Jr. His first bucket of the night. 18-12 advantage for the Spartans. Jaylen
That was
Brown
huge.
looking to get himself going a little bit more. Stephen Wright on the drive. A lot of white jerseys in the paint, but a good finish that time from Matthew Klosky. Good awareness from Wright. Matthew Klosky, the leading scorer early for the Trojans with 6. Man, Klosky, I tell you what, that might be on the scouting report, giving Mason Kinney all that space. Like
Yeah.
it's Giannis shooting a 3. We see a lot of strategies for guys that don't shoot 3s that often. Giving him like space. He's already in the paint once he gets the ball at the top. Kinney on the drive. Gets double teamed. Gonna kick it out. Great ball movement. Swing it around the world. No good. Manti was on the shot right there. And now good ball movement on the other side for Tosa West. But the mid-range can't go for DJ Hennings.
Tosa West needs to slow it down a little bit there, in my opinion. I mean, although they did have the shot open, but you don't got to shoot it right away.
Deep 3, Zeke Sawwell. Last couple buckets too. I would agree with the same thing for Brookfield East though. They're fine.
Yeah.
They're not really slowing it down too much, and they're just kind of forcing up some 3s. Good open look in the right corner. That's a good look though, but no good for Max Gogan. And not a lot of scoring here the last couple minutes. 7:37 left to go. Joe Rux wants to call timeout. 18-14. They lead over Tosa West. More basketball.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
We're back here on Zaleski Sports. Elijah Vanksalotti here with you alongside Matt Peck on Zaleski Sports. 18-14 lead. The Brookfield East Spartans lead on the Tosa West Trojans. A little more than halfway gone through in this first half, and we got a defensive fight for you tonight. Especially Brookfield East. They look, this is probably out of all the times we've seen them so far this year, this is probably the best their defensive look.
Yeah, I would agree 100% there. Last week, they looked a lot better than their defense did last week especially. Ooh, almost stolen that time.
Tosa West, their defense as well, kind of just keeping them in this game.
And now it's stolen.
Jake Hansen, he's going to get a wide open look on the left wing, air ball. Ooh. That's what I said though, right? I mean, having a record on the line, the pressure could be on. And right in front, shot that right in front of the student section. The Brookfield East students let him hear it with the air ball chance, but I would be nervous too in a situation like that.
Especially when many people know the records on the
yeah.
line. I don't think a lot of people know the records on the line besides maybe the Tosa parents. I don't think a lot of Brookfield people know.
We'll see if the crowd pops if he gets the record tonight.
A lot of people
don't
even know.
Once he does, because there's no guarantee. As on the other end, the 3 is good for Matt Reinecke, but just like that, Brookfield East just keeping the pressure on defense and making them pay on the offensive end with some good looks. Up 7 now. Jaylen Brown, ooh. Had a couple strong looks, but his best buddy, Matthew Klosky, has his back and got the N1. Try to finish the 3-point play coming up. Second personal foul on. We'll see who that is, and then I'll let you get to your thought. I don't know who that is, but just give me, what were you going to say?
Huge basket for Tosa West. But you got to be able to make the free throw, especially down the stretch. I mean, it's early on. Free throws are always important. I shouldn't say they're not as important right now, but in terms of time, you can afford to miss one more so now than you can later in the game. As I could tell, the way this game looks right now, it's probably going to come down to the end. Both teams are playing the same pace so far. Obviously, Brookfield East up by 5, which isn't a lot of points.
But last time they played at Tosa West won 81-76. That was a close game. We're already starting to get to that time of the year, where both teams start to play each other twice in the conference.
Yep.
Now Tosa West trying to respond with some great defense on their own. Hansen staying connective on Renicky. A little bit too much, though, on Stephen Wright. He'll get called for the foul.
Personal fouls on Stephen Wright. His first
13th foul. Try to feed it on the inbound to Grant Kuyenga. Yeah, this Brookfield East team has a lot of height. They got 5 guys that are 6'6" or taller.
Wow.
That's kind of the opposite right now with Tosa West. They got a couple guys that are 6'5".
That's a huge difference. Imagine they still had Kai Rogers.
Oh, yeah, 7-footer pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, just like you got Pittman over there from West Dallas Central, who obviously tipped the game winner in the other day against Brookfield East.
Ooh, going up strong that time. Zeke Sawell, 4 points on the night,
But
and a 7-point lead.
Brookfield East can definitely play with the good teams, that's for sure. I mean, West
yeah.
Dallas Central, a very good team in Division I. Also Brookfield East in Division I.
Like I said, there a couple of losses were against top-ranked teams.
Yeah. And they beat Central, who's actually now in first in the conference.
Jake Hansen going to get a left corner look. It's good. Jake Hansen with 6 points on the night. And 7 away from the all-time scoring record now. Oh, Matt Renicky, could have been trouble. Wasn't looking that time.
He's getting closer every time he puts the ball right through the basket.
Top of the key, TJ Platts. Top of the key, 3-point shot. Oh, too strong that time. Good rebound by Stephen Wright. He wants to do it with the 3-ball, huh? Stephen Wright, can't get the layup to go. Just needs 3 more threes to do it.
Yep.
I hope I'm not doing that math wrong. If someone don't come at me for that. I think it's 3 threes away. 7 points away.
7 points.
Hansen gonna get the ball in that left corner. They trail by 4 right now.
It's 7 to
Set
tie,
this
right?
one up. Yep, 6 to tie.
Okay, so 2 threes and then 2 threes to tie 7. So you needed 2 threes and a 2.
Right now, if I'm Tosa West, I'd worry about trying to get back into this game, though, as they're doing. Can't get the rim to go that time for Matthew Klosky. And Zeke Sowell going to get a right open look on that right corner. He's going to make you pay. Zeke Sowell, 7 points on the night for him. And just like that, what was that 4-point lead balloons right back up to 7 for Brookfield East. Very big defensive game. We've seen a lot lately in these high school games where both teams can get into the 30s, 40s. We might not see that from one of these teams.
Well, we see it more so in the greater metro. Now you start going down to conferences like the Southeast or
You see it in the Woodland too, though. I'll admit that.
Oh, yeah. Woodland West especially.
Oh! Shaking his man off. Shake and bake chicken that time on the bucket. That's easy as 1, 2, 3 for Jalen Brown.
Oh, here we go.
And the steal on the other, and Stephen Wright going up with it. And just like that, it's a 3-point game.
Just like that. You know, it's a costly turnover for Brookfield East, and it gets Tosa West right back in the game.
Oh, a 3-point shot on the other end. Not a smart shot off that one. And, ooh, I'm not sure about that one. That one went out. It looked like it was out on Jalen Brown. But they're going to give Tosa West a little bit of break there. I'll agree with I'll agree with the Brookfield East side on that one. That was pretty close. I think that was off of Jalen Brown, but they're going to say that was off of Zeke Sawell. So 3 minutes left to go in the first half. 3-point lead for Brookfield East. Got a couple more subs checking in for Tosa West.
Watch out. Here we go.
Long, top of the key 3.
He almost tied the game right there.
That was Klosky in the shot.
Oh.
And Brookfield East doing a really great job right when Tosa West cuts into the lead. Max Gogan will be called on the foul. First team foul on him, first personal on him, 4th team foul for Tosa West. Gonna inbound it here to Ron J. Horton.
We'll be back in this gymnasium Tuesday. Different kind of basketball. We are here with girls basketball. two top-ranked teams in the state. It's Wauwatosa West, East, who has not lost yet. I think they're, 14 or 15-0 right now. You got Brookfield East, I think, who's only lost a couple games, too. So it's going to be a really good girls game here as well next week.
Tell them what we got next Friday, too.
It's an all-girls week next week.
It's a for the girls type week.
Yeah. We got Pewaukee at Whitnall next Friday. Well, we got to get confirmation there first. But here we're for sure in. But make a couple phone calls next week. And that one.
Oh, a little bit of handsy that time from Carter Manti on the rebound. No call, though. On that last bucket, though, it was T.J. Platts for Brookfield East. Don't want to miss out on anybody's scoring. Want to call everybody's buckets.
What about my buckets?
Oh, you mean at practice when we were coaching on Wednesday?
Yeah. You forgot to come. You should have brought your mic over and said, hey.
I should have. Ronjay Horton kicking the bounce, but Kinney just using that 6'6" frame of his over Jalen Brown to get the extra effort. Mason Kinney has 6 points on the night and the lead back up to 7.
I needed you to come over there with the mic and say, Matt Peck for 3. Matt Peck for 3, as they're all airballed.
I thought you had a goose egg. What was that?
I had a goose egg.
I had too. I played as the head coach too. I love being competitive playing still.
Those kids tired me out. I tried to catch up to one of them, run down the court.
Hanson, another 3. Oh, just short.
I tried to catch up to him, and I was like, there is no way I'm going to be able to keep running up and down this court. You got to be able to practice basketball to get in that
shot,
mood.
no good. Ooh, good box out, close out that time from Roman Long. Oh, he traveled, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty obvious.
I think he kind of lost his handle, and then he kind of just tried to give it away that time, and he even knew.
Well, interview situation is going to be, we'll see what we do tonight, but they got
post-game, they got the post-game, what was that, pep band concert?
Fifth quarter band that they're doing here tonight at Brookfield East. I don't know what they're going to do on the court or what they're going to do, but
I'll tell you what, I don't want to shout. That's the thing. But we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see where they go.
If they're on the court, we'll bring the player up here.
Oh, that I don't know there. Chris Neubauer might have a good argument there. I think that one might have went off Brookfield East and they gave the ball back to him.
Yep. How would we want to do that with an interview if we brought him up here? Headsets?
Yeah, well, there's no other way.
And then put both of us on camera? Type of vibe?
Type of vibe.
31 seconds left to go.
No, I got to control the camera. I just have the kid sit in the producer spot and just have you bring us back or something. That's what we would do because I gotta film you guys.
Yep. On this camera. It would make it a lot easier if I talked on here. If they were playing though. That's only if.
Plus I forgot to do my hair this morning. There's no hair up here.
What do you mean? You're not even gonna be on camera, bro.
There's not even no hair up here.
Oh, that should be a foul. Oh, Jake Hansen, good job fighting for the ball. And that'll take us to the half. No fouls. 30-23. 24th ranked Brookfield East leads on 15th ranked Tosa West. Greater Metro basketball here on Zaleski Sports halftime. We'll be back in a couple minutes on Zaleski Sports.
Okay.
Oh,
the biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
At Fleet Farm, we're all about your everyday, but not just any old day. Here, every day's opening day. Every day's a school day. Every day's a monster day. And every day is too short. Whatever makes your day, Fleet Farm's got everything you need for everyday life.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
Back here on Zaleski Sports as the Brookfield East dance team plays at the halftime. Brookfield East number 24 ranked Brookfield East leads on number 15th ranked Tosa West. Halfway gone by in our halftime show. We want to remind you of our game day sponsor today. No matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need at all the lowest prices. That's fleetfarm.com. So this game has gone kind of fairly back and forth once this game got to 10 points. Both teams really physical defensively tonight, especially Brookfield East. But the leading scorers for both teams, first for Chris Neubauer's Tosa West Trojans. 8 points for Matthew Klosky leading the way, 6 points for Jake Hansen, who's 7 points away from breaking the all-time scoring record at Tosa West for career. 3 points for Max Gogan, 4 points for Jalen Brown, 2 for Stephen Wright to round out the 23 for Tosa West. The leading scorer for Brookfield East is Zeke Soa with 7, Mason Kinney with 6, Ronjay Horton Jr. with 5, TJ Platts with 4, Matt Reineke with 3, Owen Council with 3, and Carter Manti with 2 to round out the 30 for Brookfield East. You gotta really love what's going on in this first half for Brookfield East, staying really connected on that defensive end, much better from what we saw that last time when they played at when we had them on last week Tuesday against Germantown. But let's see if they can keep that up in the second half, and let's see if maybe even Jake Hansen can break that all-time scoring record tonight. But we'll take another game break here. 5 minutes left to go before the second half. We'll get a couple more ads before we begin the second half on Zaleski Sports. Stay with us.
Level Up coming up next.
ZaleskiSports.com has leveled up. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose your favorite schools for easy navigation. From the homepage, choose your school to see team records, upcoming schedules, and past results. Use the video icon to launch the next broadcast. Use the arrow icon to watch any previous broadcast. See the full weekly schedule too. Level up at ZaleskiSports.com. Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now. The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now. The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, we're getting ready to start the second half here. Ijbanks allowed alongside Matt Peck here. Tosa West trails Brookfield East 30-23 as we head into the second and final frame. But this has been a pretty big defensive game. Both teams low scoring, and just to keep in mind once again for the sake of Tosa West and anybody listening there, Jake Hansen is 7 points away from breaking the school record for career points and becoming the all-time leading scorer at the school. What a big milestone that would be for him tonight, but I would imagine that Chris Neubauer and the team wants to do that on a win.
Yeah, got some bad news, though.
Huh.
I didn't win the 50-50, nor did I try.
I didn't either.
I told the girls to come back, and they never did.
Jake Hansen, that's a way to start it for him, driving in the paint, drawing the foul. TJ Platts gets called on it.
Now, if you're Jake Hansen, got to make both these free throws. Get you down to 5.
I don't want to jinx him, but he's a really good free throw shooter.
Yeah. Well, you got to get you down to 5, and then you can play with here with 17:42 remaining.
I mean, scoring record aside, first free throw is good for him. Scoring record aside, you got to find a way to get back into this one. He's now 5 away from the all-time scoring record, as Chris Newbaugh bringing a little bit of a soft press coming out of the break. Would imagine that they're going to try to get Hansen and more involved in the offensive attack in the second half. They got to get him and Jalen Brown more involved in the second half. The 2 leading scorers for him. But I think that Brookfield East Joe Rucks, they've done a really great job staying true on those double teams in that first half. As the mid-range jumper, it's good. Good midi from TJ Platts. That's just a good, perfect move right there.
We're trading baskets to start the half, it seems like.
Free throws in a basket on the other end. Doing a little shake-off move. Matthew Klosky. Gonna feed it back to Hansen.
Hansen's going to try again.
Nope.
No. Don't worry, they got plenty of time to give him the ball here.
That would suck, though, if he got it and they lost. Klosky misses it, and Brookfield East looking to go fast. They got a 5-on-4. Oh, shaking off his defender. Putting him on ice skates that time. TJ Platts with all 4 points in the second half. We saw that in the first half, but with Jalen Brown on the other end.
The floor is slippery here at Brookfield East. It's like an ice skating rink in here.
Hey, you stole my line.
It's like
Jalen Brown going to feed around Hansen for 3. He got it. He's 2 away. He's 1 bucket away from the all-time scoring record.
1 to tie, 2 away.
11 points for Jake Hansen, 1 to tie. Ooh. And we're on all-time scoring watch alert right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Jake Hansen with the 5 points in the second half early on. He really wants to get that done at the three-point line, huh?
Seems like it. So all he needs to do is shoot at mid-range or even go up for a layup, and he's got it.
I think the thing is after he gets, if he does get the record, though, I'm still not going to call it, obviously, because you never know.
Yeah.
But if he does get it, you got to just lock in and play your game the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still down at the end of it as TJ Platts is at the line, and he goes 0 for 2.
Those are huge misses that will help Tosa West here. And
Hansen has a chance now to break the school record.
I would say they're going to give him the ball.
Nope, no, they're going to feed it to Jalen Brown, saying it with his chest. 6 points for Jalen Brown, and that's another one of the guys that can get the scoring going for. Are they going to call that on the ground? Oh.
Yes.
Yep. They're just going to call that one on the ground.
Well, it gives Jake Hansen a chance now.
Jalen Brown going to feed around to Gogan. Hansen for the all-time record. Oh, goes back off glass.
15 minutes to do it still. Actually, closer to 16. He's going to get the ball plenty more times, I assume.
It's like, remember when Steph Curry broke the three-point shooting record? They just went to him until he scored it. Kind of that same vibe here, except they're obviously losing, but
that record will be shattered someday too.
Oh yeah, the NBA has become a three-point shooting league. You know?
Yeah.
We'll find somebody when I'm like 50. That's gonna be that guy.
Giannis is gonna get better, and he's gonna start. He's gonna break it. He's gonna get better at threes. I should say.
My man can barely hit the rim now for that.
That's free throws.
He airballed one last night, unfortunately.
Oh.
Here we go. Tosa West getting a couple big defensive stops. DJ Hennings to Jalen Brown. Let's see if they find an off-ball screen right now for Hansen. Nope, they're going to give it to Jalen Brown. He's the hot hand. Can't get the triple to go. All 5 points in the second half come via Jake Hansen on Tosa West's end. And now what Brookfield East has been doing is keeping the deficit. Oh, good steal that time. Hansen going to drive it fast.
Going to
find it over to Jalen Brown. Don't need it yet. And an and one. I like that, though, right?
Yeah.
You cut the deficit more and try to find those looks early on. You want to go for the win first.
Well, yeah, obviously, but
obviously that's on his mind. But that was a good assist from Jake Hansen to Jalen Brown's, the Jays. A lot of Jays on this team.
All I gotta say is he makes this free throw. We're within one possession here.
Remember last time, though, this was a 5-point game, that final score last time when these two met at Tosa West. Tosa West ended up winning, but Jalen Brown was 6, hoping to add it on to 7 now.
I mean, Brookfield East fell the other night against Racine Park and then West Dallas Central that day. But Racine Park, I would probably put potentially as a favorite to win the Division II state championship right now. They are the #1 team in Division II in terms of seed score.
And I would put even Germantown as one of those sneaky teams too still.
Oh, yeah, you never want to mess with Kyle Figure's team. That's a good team over there.
I don't want to shade them a little bit, but that was their first loss on the network last Saturday against West Dallas Central.
They
had a great run.
Yeah. It ran against Brookfield. They went 4 or 3-0 against Brookfield schools on the network.
The midi is good. TJ Platts, that's been his bread and butter. And he's been the cooking with gas guy in the second half. All 6 points coming via him in the second half. I still feel like that's all on Jake Hanson's mind. All he needs is one bucket, and he gets the all-time scoring. He's the all-time leading scorer at Tosa West. Now they're going to try to set up an off-ball screen. Oh, Jalen Brown has nowhere to go. He's just going to chuck it to the backcourt to Stephen Wright. Ooh, Ronjay Horton almost picks his pocket.
That was dangerous there.
And he's going to get deflected. Horton, I tell you what, he's been one of those guys on the defensive end that's been something dangerous, but a putback that time to clean up the glass. Zeke Sawall. Ronjay Horton kind of reminded me of like a little bit of a TJ McConnell, kind of getting in your head type defender. Not the tallest guy like TJ McConnell as Jalen Brown. Oh, he's heating up. He's getting at contested midi to fall, and he's got 5 in the second half.
I'm calling him.
Not yet.
Not
yet.
I'm calling him.
9 points for him as Jake Hansen playing some pretty tight defense on Ronjay Horton. Horton going to kick it out to Mason Kinney. Kinney on the drive, and Kinney finishes it strong.
What a move from Kinney that time. That was perfect. What an offensive set by Brookfield East that time as well.
8 points for Mason Kinney, his first bucket of the second half. And every time Tosa West scores, it just seems like, as a dime that time from Klosky to Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown's been the guy to find in the second half. 7 in the second with 11 on the night. The press is on. Now here are some weaknesses with the press, as now that Brookfield East got across court, they had numbers for a second, but that's one of the big advantages when you press in a game like this. Kinney gonna size it up, the double team coming, and could have been all ball, but Klosky getting a little bit handsy on the shot from Mason Kinney, and he'll go to the line. Klosky's first foul, and Tosa West's second foul. I'm not used to seeing this, like seeing like a pep band staying out in the second half.
Yeah,
that's something.
Like they got the 5th quarter band, they call it. It's like, I think that's what Camp Randall used to do. I think they still do it, but I don't hear much about it. But
I don't remember that. Well, we left when we went because that was pretty devastating when they lost to Penn State.
Well, if you have to watch Braden Locke play quarterback, it is pretty devastating just overall.
Billy Edwards, don't let me down next year.
That's true.
Both free throws good from Mason Kinney. 10 points on the night for him. Jalen Brown taking up the floor. Hansen, I tell you what. Renicky says, I don't want you to get that scoring record right now.
Just pull up here. I'm kidding.
You don't
he
want
wants that ball.
Matthew Klosky, a wide open look on the right corner.
That's huge.
You know, they're getting the buckets.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of if they can continue to get the stops, because Brookfield East has really just responded right back at them every single time, in and out. Kinney on the drive. He's been doing that good all night, and he gets the bounce. Mason Kinney, 6 points in the second half, 12 on the night. Gonna kick it outside. A three-point shot is good. The three-pointers are heating up. And Matt Peck, pretty soon you might have to start calling that fire department.
Okay, I mean, Wauwatosa's fire department's down the street too. Which one should I call, or Brookfield's?
I'd call for either team, because we're not
I'll call them both. I'll have them come here like DoorDash drivers.
Oh, what a spin from Kinney! Kinney putting on a show in the second half.
Get out of the lane, because the semi's coming through.
14 points for Kinney on the night, 8 in the second half. On the drive, travel, walking violation. Hennings got a little bit too dancing that time. He went, try to pull that Mason Kinney move. And we got ourselves a game here, folks. We've stayed within single digits pretty much this whole entire game. No one's led by 10. A little bit of push off that time from DJ Hennings.
We're
Jalen
playing the
Brown's
push
gonna call it.
shove contest.
And that's a tough one. That's a third foul on Jalen Brown. 3 guys at 11 points for Tosa West. Oh, slipping that time is Ronjay Horton. And
timeout, Joe.
Just recovered in time for Joe Ruck's timeout. And Chris Newbar, look at him. He's really complaining with the refs. But we'll step aside. 5-point advantage for Brookfield East on Tosa West. 11-16 left here to go on Zaleski Sports.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
We're back here on Zaleski Sports, 46-41. Brookfield East leads on Tosa West with 11-16 left to go in the game. Elijah Vinksala alongside Matt Peck. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. One more time here. I've said it a couple times, really relevant to the Tosa West fans and the WIAA basketball fans in general. Jake Hansen, the senior captain for the Tosa West Trojans, is 2 points away from breaking the school's career all-time scoring record.
That's going to be a huge moment.
But Brookfield East, they're really, you could really tell that they're aware of the situation too. They're like putting multiple guys on them.
Joe Rux is like, no, sir, today. How about next game?
I don't want you to do that on my team, he's like.
He's like, you can do it to whoever our next opponent
Zeke
is.
Sowell, Matt Reinecke, just
They're
really
locking
staying tight defensively on him. Trying to penetrate the record. 3-point shot in that left corner. Ooh, can't get it to go, but Kinney. I tell you what, Mason Kinney, he's been something in that paint tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Tosa West just can't find the equation to the problem, or he can't find the answer to the equation. That's what I try to say. Try to get a little fancy with that saying that time. Kinney with 10 points in the second half, 16 on the night for him. A 7-point advantage once again for Brookfield East. Jalen Brown on the drive. Stepping it back through contact. Ooh, can't get that to go, but DJ Hennings cleaning it up. Gonna feed it over Hansen. Will he do it? Hansen doing a little jab stick, gonna kick it out. On the drive, just finding the ball around and getting the offensive rebound, and the putback for Matthew Klosky is good.
You know, before that shot, that was a beautiful pass, and
bench warning on Tosa West. I think Chris Newbar walking on the court a little bit too hard.
Oh,
you could tell this game means a lot to the coaches too. They want a really big win tonight.
This Greater Metro Conference is such a close conference right now. I could see why they want to fight for this, because I mean, obviously Brookfield Central, everyone would probably say, because they were struggling for a little bit there like last month.
Right? Was it?
Yeah, they beat Hale yesterday.
So for the time being, whoever wins this game will take over conference.
Yeah,
the conference lead.
How many losses does Brookfield Central have in conference?
2. But whoever wins this game would have a win advantage, or actually it would be tied.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure who has the tiebreakers over who right
Technically,
now.
they don't do tiebreakers. They just say shared conference title.
Conference.
Yeah.
Boo-hoo.
Well, I say the same thing too, but, you know, I don't know why they do it that way.
But then if you split the conference, what is it going to be? That's the thing, too.
They just put a banner up in both schools' gyms, I guess.
Kind of reminds me when we were back in high school when Oak Creek and Franklin.
All you got to do.
Oak Creek could have had the conference, but you should have played your starters when they played Racine Park.
You run your destiny. Yeah, that's one of those situations. There's a lot of teams we could talk about this, that blue conferences. You have the destiny right in front of you, and you lose to a team that hadn't won a conference game.
Oh, Mason Kinney just cleaning up the glass.
I'm telling you, he's a semi-truck driver out there. He's just coming through that lane.
A semi-truck driver?
Yep, semi. You got to get out of the way.
Oh, in the other end. Oh, offensive foul that time. Jalen Brown can't believe it. And the whole bench just does that. The ball's going the other way celebration, but I'll tell you what.
Wow.
I guess you could say semi-truck, but I'll call Mason Kinney the vacuum. He's been the guy cleaning it up, right?
I'm saying semi-truck because semi-trucks are so you don't want to drive next to that thing. It'll knock you right off the road.
I always get scared with those two, but I say vacuum because he's cleaning it all up. Cleaning the glass.
That semi-truck taps you. You're all the way in the cornfield on the side of the freeway.
Rajay Horton with the floater. No. But, ooh, Kinney, there he is again. Guess who?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, fighting for the ball.
They're fighting for it like it's a $20 bill out there.
Messiah Chambers and Mason Kinney.
They're fighting for it like it's $20. What if I told you it was $20?
It could have been. You never know. I don't like the size matchup, though, with Messiah Chambers.
I don't either.
Or Stephen Wright and Mason Kinney. Kinney is really signaling out for that post-up. Zeke Sowell, a three-point shot, no good. Jake Hansen with the board. He's going to try to go fast now.
He's going to take it all the way.
Going to kick it out. Stephen Wright, right corner, no good. He gets his own miss. And a reverse jellied it. Can't finish. But,
my goodness.
Lid on the rim right now for Tosa West as Klosky can't finish that as well. And Brookfield East can't make him pay.
Tosa West got to grab the rebounds.
Yep.
They did that time, but they've struggled.
Risky pass to Jake Hansen. Hansen on the drive.
Here he
Hansen,
goes.
Euro step, going up. Can't get the foul. He wanted it. Could have had the all-time record right there.
On the free throws, too, possibly.
A three-point shot.
Oh! And Brookfield East.
Zeke Sowell with the triple. And the momentum and the biggest lead of the night for Joe Rux's Spartans. And a timeout called for Tosa West. More high school basketball coming your way on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
We still planning on going down?
Going down, we're back, by the way. In terms of the interview,
back here, hold on. Back here on Zaleski Sports, 53-43. Matt Peck, you tell him the interview situation.
I don't know. I got to figure that out. I mean, just get down there, say, "Man, it's my moment." Keep the trumpets quiet for 2 minutes while I do the interview.
Not even.
For 2 minutes, keep the trumpets quiet. Let me get up here.
I'll even do him justice. 1 minute. But if they have like a victory song at the end,
SOL to us.
Then I might just bring him up here and have him put the headsets on for the interview. So a 10-point lead for Brookfield East. They've really ballooned that lead as on the drive. Kicking it away. Great defense on the trap for Brookfield East. Rajay Horton, try to go behind the back, flashy pass. Gonna kick it over. Hansen for the all-time record, no good. He's gonna get his own rebound, and he's gonna get a chance to redeem himself. Offensive foul. I just feel like he just can't buy a bucket for the all-time record right now.
He is so close. He is 2 away.
He only needs a layup for a 2 if you think about it.
Yeah, you could tell he wants it so bad, and he gets the off. He could have possibly done it at the free throw line had it been a.
Wouldn't be the most memorable thing if he got it for a loss, but.
Oh, Chris Newbar was calling for a backcourt.
Getting it on the other end, making him pay.
Brookfield East starting to take over here. Tosa West, you got to get something moving here.
Yep, you got to score. Whether it's Jake Hansen or Jalen Brown, Matthew Klosky, anybody on this team, somebody needs to get going for them. Hansen, but you got to give credit to the defense on him. Hansen gonna drive it in the mid-range for the record. No.
Man, he just.
And it's gonna go right back to Tosa West as that ball was off of Carter Manti. 7:06 left to go. I feel like he's had several shots the last couple minutes that could have gone down for the record, but hey, eventually they'll fall.
Yeah, I mean, He's got 7 minutes to do so. Otherwise, he's got several games after this.
You could tell he wants it.
Yeah. You could do it in front of your home crowd, or you could do it on the opponent's court. You can do whatever you want. And he's definitely, every time they get the ball, you got to start thinking about it. They could do it.
Klosky, ooh, foul. Hold on, Ronjay Horton Jr. First team foul as they're going to check in at Reineke. Jalen Brown returning back in for Tosa West. Yeah, Tosa West got to get some buckets in a hurry now, though. Some off-ball screens. Ooh, wasn't paying attention. Just happened to fall into the hands, though, of DJ Hennings.
Second time that's happened for Tosa West tonight. Inbound, not paying attention.
Klosky, ooh, good floater that time. Strong lay. Cut the lead down to 10. Ooh, good crossover right there. Oh, gets his cherry pick, the cookies out of the jar. Hansen.
Here we go.
Hansen drives. Hansen gonna go up. And I don't think they're gonna call that on the shot. Even the refs are saying you're gonna have to earn that with the shot. Yeah, it's an on the ground foul. They waved it off on the shot. Jake Hansen still only 2 points away from the all-time scoring record at Wauwatosa West High School. Can he do it right now? He's had several great looks, but their main focus right now is trying to get him back in the game. Klosky's been one of the guys to do it to help him get back. He drives in, he spins, double team, look at that. White jerseys all around, shot blocked! Oh, a strong block from Zeke Sowell. Kinney. A charging foul on on Brookfield Central on Mason Kinney. And that's a costly one. That's a fourth team foul. That's a fourth foul on Kinney. He's one away from being fouled out. Their leading scorer tonight with 18. And that's gonna have to force coach to put in Antonio Grant Kuyenga checking in for Mason Kinney. And this is the time of the game where you're not going to have a lot of rebounding advantages if you're Tosa or Brookfield East with their biggest guy on the court off. Oh, good defense by Kuyenga, and he gets a steal that time off of the baseline pass. They got 3-on-2 going here. Good find to Matt Reineke. Oh, can't finish. Jalen Brown figuring it over. Klosky trying to save it, and he's out of bounds.
Too deep of a pass that time.
So the ball will go back to Brookfield East. And got to figure, I know you had a guy open that time, but it's like if Jordan Love overthrew Christian Watson.
Which has happened many times.
Oh, that's kind of happened. It's got to happen both ways, too, where Watson's dropped some good dimes, too.
With Jordan Love, it's actually the underthrow. It's not the overthrow.
Yeah.
I mean,
but when he does put it on the money, Watson seems to drop it sometimes.
Yeah. Well, it's not a win-win situation for either one.
No disrespect to either one, though. I'm not trying to. I love both players.
Both need to get better, though. Let's admit.
It's a foul on the ground. Yep.
I should say not just both of them. The whole team needs to get better. Otherwise, they'll be in fourth place come next year.
Then we need a true wide receiver one. I'll say that. Bring back Devontae. I'm gonna bring that petition.
That's what the Packers want to spending the money, which is.
You never know. At least they do a better job spending than the Brewers that haven't done anything yet this free agency.
They've both been notoriously bad over the years.
But you got to give credit with the Josh Jacobs, Xavier McKinney signing last year.
That was surprising.
I was surprised too. What were we at school and we found out that Josh Jacobs got signed and McKinney? That shocked me right on the spot. TJ Platts gets the first free throw on the one-on-one to go.
It's pretty bad when you got to go steal stand as an owner in that situation.
Platts gets both free throws to go. He's got 9 in the second half, 13 on the night. 14, excuse me. That's according to the score on the scoreboard.
Hansen's trying to get open there. I see him. I'm watching him.
Still trying to go for the all-time scoring record as going up DJ Hennings. Try to keep the scoreboard moving to keep him in this one. Oh, good steal almost that time from Hennings. Gonna feed it right back out to Platts. Kuyenga. They're swinging it around. Great ball movement around the world for 3.
Huge.
Zeke Sowell. And that extends their largest lead to 13 now. That's a killer shot right there from Brookfield East.
Zeke Sawwell coming up huge.
For the all-time scoring record. There it is. Jake Hansen becomes the all-time leading scorer for the Tosa West Trojans.
Congratulations,
Congrats
kid.
To Jake.
Well deserved. And nobody knew it. Nobody even noticed here.
Nope. I mean, I think it's because of how far the game is out of reach right now. I don't want to say it's completely out of reach as TJ Platts can't make that three that time, and now you just got to focus on the game. Klosky on the drive. Ooh, loses his handle, and that's a killer turnover right back to Brookfield East.
Sloppy basketball there.
Ooh, handsy that time. Ooh, losing the ball off. Over a back violation. It's going to go back to Tosa West.
Tosa West, they want to do something. They got to do something coming up now because
don't have to worry too much about the scoring record with Jake anymore as he's reached that.
Who even is the leading scorer for Wauwatosa West right now?
Unfortunately, I don't have that information.
Okay.
I forgot to ask when we were down there, but whoever that was, congrats.
No. I mean in this game right now.
Oh, wait, what?
In this game right now, who's
what?
Who's the highest scoring person for Tosa West?
Mason, or I don't even know. I gotta check. Hold on. It's and one on the basket. I'll give you it in a couple seconds as I tally it up. Fourth person on TJ Platts. Yeah, Matthew Klosky has the most points.
Okay.
17.
All
I
right.
thought you meant all time.
No.
Who had it before? I was like, oh.
Yeah, I don't even have that
This
information.
game's still far from over though.
Definitely.
Klosky gets that
but
one.
But Wauwatosa West needs defensive stops. That's what
yeah.
they need. I mean, desperately. They just seem like they've struggled all night.
Presses on. They're down by 8 now. TJ Platt's going to feed his man in the paint. Going to kick it outside Renicky. They don't need a rush shot right now. Jalen Brown trying to get the right steal and pick the cookies out of the jar, and he does right there.
Oh,
that could have been a foul. Hansen wanted it. And that's a killer as he falls out of bounds. They forced the turnover. Jalen Brown was able to pick the pocket. And now that's a huge momentum swinger right there. Chris Neubauer telling his guys, get the hands up on defense. Especially the... Oh, there you go.
That's what he means.
DJ Hennings, yep. And one of those plays, right when you feel the ball touch your hands, palm it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a dangerous pass and a turnover. Hansen reads it. He's going to drive in and draw the foul and one. And he is feeling himself now. He's got the all-time record and counting now, officially. Jake Hansen with 15 on the night. And just like that, Matt Peck, 6-point game.
Yeah, Brookfield East entering that danger zone. They had the lead by significant numbers at 12 at one point. Now,
yeah, 13.
Down, possibly, if he makes his free throw, down to 5.
And Hansen, a really great free throw, sure. Hopefully not jinxing him here. There you go. Always get scared when I try to accidentally jinx some players, regardless of which team someone plays for. So 16 for Hansen and a 5-point lead now. What was a 13 lead down to 5. Brookfield East got to kind of play it smart now. Try to find the right open looks, but Tosa West been doing a really great job forcing turnovers, just like, ooh, almost.
Oh, that was close.
For a double team, ooh, and a foul called by Klosky. That could have been a costly one.
And both teams, it's a 10-9 advantage. It's 19 fouls in this half. Oh.
Roman Long and Messiah Chambers checking out as Max Gogan and Jalen Brown rechecking back in. The whole starting 5 for Chris Neubauer right back in. Keep in mind this is a 1-on-1 too, so big free throw coming up for Renicky. He gets the first one to fall. Renicky with 4 on the night. Got to make those free throws down the stretch if you're Brookfield East.
It's got to determine the ball game for sure.
And he goes 2 for 2 on both, lead back up to 7. Jalen Brown looking for an inbounder. He has to get somebody. He's going to feed it to Jake Hansen as pressure's on for Brookfield East. Jalen Brown, the feet around Hanson. Hanson gonna step into the three, off the front rim, no good. That's a killer miss. On the other end, Zeke Sala going up, and a blocking foul. Didn't get the feet set in the restricted area on time for Jake Hanson. And Zeke Sala will go back to the line for 2. So now what was a 5-point lead could go right back up to 9, just like that, if he could make these 2 free throws. First one's good. 3 for 3 in his last 2 trips. The second one rims out.
Ooh.
Big miss.
So 8-point game. Tulsa West is going to try to go fast here.
Jake Hanson going out. They're going to kick it outside. Hennings. Gogan for 3.
Oh.
No good. And that's a foul. Loose ball foul that time. Jake Hanson telling the refs, thank you, thank you. Yeah, he was being grabbed all over the place on that one. Off the ball, loose ball foul. Carter Manti with his first personal foul, 10th team foul. So Hanson will go to the line to shoot in the double bonus, and he'll get 2 free throws. This is the best guy you want to put at the line if you're Tulsa West right now in a situation
Definitely,
like
because
this.
if he makes both, you're down to a 6-point game, 2 possession. He's still got over 2.5 minutes remaining.
First one's true. We've seen a lot of crazy things happen.
Oh, yeah.
Just because this is a 7-point game doesn't mean anything just yet. Both free throws are good for Jake
This is the
Hanson.
Greater Metro Conference. Crazy things happen in this conference.
6-point game. TJ Platts moving it up court. That's the most important part of the drive on the press. Oh, stolen by Tulsa West, but Hanson has to fall on it, and he's going to call a timeout by Chris Neubauer. 63-57 with 2:36 left to go. Buckle those seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. We got a tight finish here in the Greater Metro Conference on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, 63-57 lead. Tulsa West trailing Brookfield East with 2:36 left to go in the game. Elijah Vinkslot alongside Matt Peck. Thank you guys for joining us here. One of 2 broadcasts here on the weekend. Jake Hanson, they just recognized him on the Brookfield East PA announcer as the all-time leading scorer now for the Tulsa West Trojans. Congratulations once again to him as going up with the layup. No good for Klosky.
I cannot believe there was a foul there.
Klosky going to retry that time, and he gets it to go. And just like that, it's a 4-point game. The pressure is on. They got to be careful with the ball right now. Tulsa West is doing a really great job forcing some steals to cut in the deficits. Top of the key, 2 minutes left to go. On the outside, Max Gogan, and you can sense it here. We'll stick with you. You want to stay on the headset and keep this going for a little bit more?
Sure.
All right. Or do it. We got to still figure out with what we want to do for the interview, but we'll still see. You still don't know yet what we're gonna do for the interview. We should
I mean, it doesn't matter to me.
I was thinking if we well, we'll bring Coach 2 up here, I guess.
Yeah, we could.
Hey, we could go down there. I could go down there and just do the microphone.
All right.
We'll be fine. So 30 seconds left in the timeout, 63-59 left to go in the game. What does Brookfield East have to do to just kind of hold on to this one? They've had a really great lead throughout it, but how did they keep it, Matt Peck?
You gotta be smart with the basketball here. Obviously, I don't recommend holding the ball for 2 minutes and 1 second. You legally can, yes, but I don't recommend it. But you just can't afford a turnover here. So try to run somebody to the basket, I think, and try to get a point, because you get back up to 6-point game. That's huge in this situation. Now, if you give Wauwatosa...
Tulsa West has been thieves here in the second half, though, lately. They've been getting all the steals they could get.
If you give Tulsa West the ball back with 4-point down, that could be really dangerous.
And a fast break opportunity, possibly. Well, good defense. TJ Platt's going to get the inbound on the drive. Oh, what a finish through contact.
That was huge.
Just saying it through with his chest. And on the other end, quick, Klosky. That could have been a travel, yep.
They're all yelling for it.
Time, and it ends up in a turnover. And right back to Tulsa West.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, the refs really going through a deep conversation right now as both teams arguing back and forth. A timeout was called by Brookfield East just in time. Good awareness by Joe Rux, I'll tell you that.
That was something that it was one of those situations where it was right on the dot.
Oh yeah.
Like he called it, and it's definitely technically still a legal not illegal, but a legal timeout. Like it wasn't too late. I still think it was a good call by the referees. I know Wauwatosa West came off the bench flying, but I still think it was still in a legal proximity to do that. So,
tell you what, if these drums are, bear with us for the interview. I'll just say that.
It's gotta give it your
I gotta yell tomorrow too to my players.
You gotta get your buzzer beater voice up.
Yep. We haven't had the. I mean, I don't want to say it's a bad thing, but we haven't had anything with this before, right? Like with the band playing at the end of games. It's pretty cool that they do stuff like this, though, like the fifth quarter thing for the Badgers. Marquette doesn't have a band, college?
I have no clue.
So Brookfield East is going to get the ball on the inbound now. Clutch timeout called from Joe Rux. They're going to inbound it to Ronjay Horton. And the double team comes. They got numbers 2-on-1 fast break. Kinney on the drive. What a find to Zeke Sawwell.
And Chris Neubauer calling for a travel there. I saw him move his hands.
And lead back up to 8. Hansen on the drive. Bounce pass to get into Klosky. Klosky can't get the roll. And the ball will go back to the Brookfield East Spartans. This one's starting to get out of hand now for Tulsa West. Why don't we get the microphone ready soon?
All right.
On the drive, Horton gets the roll to go, and this one, that could almost be the dagger already. As we take it on the other end, can't get the roll. And Brookfield East already with a minute left to go with the 10-point lead, starting to taste victory. Trying to spoil the all-time leading scoring night for Jake Hansen. Big milestone for him to have the most points in Tulsa West history. First free throw rims out for TJ Platts. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned after this game. I will be going down to the floor and interviewing our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, as well as the victorious coach. Rebounded by missed both free throws as Tulsa West got to kind of go in a hurry now. They kick it outside to Jake Hansen. He's going to drive in the bounce pass to Klosky. And Hennings gets fouled as he'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Before we end the game tonight, folks, we will do a quick thing as Matt Peck's going to test our mic.
Hello, friends.
All right.
How are we doing?
It sounds pretty loud. Turn that down. That's super loud. That was super loud. It like broke my eardrums right there, man. So the first free throw is good from DJ Hennings. He didn't have to turn it all the way up. As Hennings will go to the line for 2. He'll go up for the second. Make sure for the interview you don't have to turn it up that high. So both free throws are good for him. And, oh, a steal from Tosa West. Going in. Oh, can't finish the layup. Klosky. Oh. And we can turn it on, but just can't have it too loud.
Perfectly normal.
All right, we can put it down for the sound now.
I got to add some commentary.
First free throw is good from Klosky.
That was nearly.
We got to hear the audience, man.
That was nearly devastation for Brookfield East that time.
Both free throws, oh, no good, but a steal, no.
Oh. Damn, rage bait.
So the ball's back with Brookfield East now. Getting up the floor to Kinney. Dude. Foul that time, and he'll shoot free throws. All right, I guess you could talk, whatever. I don't care.
There's no crowd noise.
Yeah, this game's pretty much out of reach anyways.
Oh, crap, the clock was running.
So 28.3 seconds left to go in the game. 69-62, Brookfield East leads. First free throw is good for Kinney. The second free throw, no good. And they're going to call a lane violation here. Huh? What's up? So 2 free throws coming up for Mason Kinney. Or a one-on-one. He'll miss that one-on-one, and it'll go back to Tosa West. Gogan, he needs this 3. It won't go. And a rebound by Brookfield Central, and that, I don't want to say it's completely over yet, but
21 fouls and a half.
yep, 21 fouls and a half.
What a joke on a referee. That's 21 fouls. Like, come on, you gotta let
Jake Hansen with his 3rd personal. Carter Manside for 2.
And most of these fouls were earlier. They weren't even now. I mean, that is just
Going along with Messiah Chambers and Wauwatosa.
I think we're going to get, for our highlight house play of the game, we're going to try to get Mason Kinney. And the foul there will send Jalen Brown to the line for 2. Stay with us really quick at the end of the game. I will be going down to interview head coach Joe Rux along with our highlight house player of the game, Mason Kinney. I really hope nothing turns in the 16 seconds. I mean, if it does, it does, but first free throw is no good from Jalen Brown. Second one, off the back rim, no good. And all Brookfield East has to do now is hold it out. I think they're going to try to foul one more time, maybe not. No, they're still pressuring. Ball goes out of bounds. Crowd clapping up here. Yeah, you know what? Actually, yeah, we'll stick with the interview on the floor. That'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. 71-62 is our final. Brookfield East defeats Tosa West. We'll be right back for our Nasonville Dairy postgame show with our highlight.
Test.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman. Welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Capla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Monterey. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. I tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
All right, we're back here for our Nasonville Dairy postgame show here on Zaleski Sports. Fresh cheese curds made daily here on Zaleski Sports. We're joined right now by head coach Joe Rux. Joe, this is a really big win for your guys tonight. Just tell me about what you like to see on both ends.
I thought we defended at a pretty high level early in the game. I thought we did a pretty nice job of keeping Jalen in front of us. Obviously, he's the guy you have to keep in front. I thought we did a real good job with Matt and Heineke doing that. Mason did a great job of helping, and then on the flip side, Mason was great inside. So
we make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese.
I want to hear a little bit about what you thought about the defense tonight. You held one of the best scoring offenses in the state. They got a lot of great guys: Jalen Brown, Jake Hansen, Matthew Klosky. Tell me about how you guys tried to execute that plan to stop them tonight.
We thought we had, after the first game over there, losing in overtime, we thought we had some pretty good matchups, and we thought that we had some guys who could match well. Again, it comes down to you can't guard Jalen one-on-one, so you have to be in your gap, and you have to be pretty disciplined. And I thought our kids were tonight. So, take him away a little bit or limit him. Try to limit Hansen's threes, and then you're going to live with whatever else happens.
Thank you for your time, Coach. We're going to be joined right now by our Zaleski Sports Highlight House Player of the Game, Mason Kinney. As I give the camera shot back on right now. Mason, this was a great game for you tonight. Just talk about the effort on both ends for you and as a player's perspective.
Yeah, I was playing really hard on defense. That's what always starts, getting stops and blocks and rebounds and pushing the ball. And then that translates on offense. Buckets are falling today, so we rode beat.
What do you guys have to do to kind of keep this going? You guys were on a little bit of a losing streak. You guys haven't lost to any really bad teams this year. I mean, you guys have really been the dogs all season long. Just tell me about how much of a big win this is for you guys to kind of keep this one rolling forward.
Yeah, well, we dropped a couple games to good teams, and obviously this team beat us before, so we had a little bit of fire under us. So we rode that and ended the drought of losing games. So.
All right, so before I let you go, I'm going to actually have you take off the headset now, and I'll have you take the microphone.
Yeah.
Take the microphone. And then you're going to look at the camera up there, and then I'm going to count you down from 3, 2, 1. You're going to say your name, your full name, and I'm in the house. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Mason Kinney, I'm in the house.
All right, thank you, Mason. Thank you for your time. That'll do it here for us, ladies and gentlemen, on Zaleski Sports tonight. 71-62 is our final here. A little bit of a different style. We got the fifth quarter band here. If you want to show them too as we close it out here, that'll wrap us up here on Zaleski Sports. We'll see you tomorrow night from Germantown High School for the Warhawk invite. It will be Brookfield Central versus Whitefish Bay at 4 p.m. tomorrow night. See you guys there.